Alright, so I play Magic the Gathering, and I thought it would be kind of cool if I just sort of talked about the decks I built and some of my favorite cards. Um, so the first deck I'm going to talk about is a deck I'm working on, or actually, well, it's not that I'm working on it. I mean, I pretty much have it. I mean, I take cards in and out of it frequently based on the luck I have, but I call it Mind Bender because the basic idea of the deck is that it, it it's sort of a control deck, or depending on how I choose to look at it, a mind control deck. The hand in the library being, you know, your mind. I have a couple of cards in there that can just sort of steal cards and allow me to play another person's cards, like Ornate Kansanshi, and I know I totally screwed that up, and Mimnarch, and also cards that bring other cards from the graveyard. And these cards that bring cards from the graveyard aren't restricted to my graveyard, so I can steal cards from the other player's graveyard, which is cool. So I can sort of control their spells, and it also has a lot of discard in it, so that I can put their cards in the graveyard. Um, like Lilania Vess, and also Honden of Night's Reach. Um, so I think I have another discard card in there. It's not coming to mind though at the moment. Oh wait, crap! I forget the name of that. I just call him Black Discard Dragon because I couldn't pronounce his name. Something the Purger. I just call him Black Discard Dragon because, you know, in the cycle of invasion dragons, they all like, if you deal combat damage, pay such and such a thing, and you get this effect. Well, I put the Black Discard Dragon in there because yeah, crud. Sorry about that. Because he can like wipe out people's entire hands. I know I mispronounced that too. Um, it also deals with drawing cards. Like I have Bringer of the Blue Dawn, and also Niv Mizzet, which sort of just brings it all together. Um, at one point in time, I was sort of thinking about doing a McGrim, but in my mind, McGrim's only worth anything if you have other cards on the field that can actually do stuff. And it's not a guarantee that I will, so I just didn't put it out in my deck. So that's sort of kind of my Magic philosophy. That a combo is only good if the cards in the combo are good on their own. One such combo I have is Jason Lilania. You know, I mean, they're pretty good if you get them out on the field on their own, but if they're out together, that's sort of like beautiful. Like I like to call them Diabolic Tutor Incarnate, because for no mana, I can sort of just Dio Tutor whatever I want in my deck for no mana, which is awesome. This deck sucks in the early game, and I will lose by turn 5 most of the time, but when I win, it's awesome. I have a total lock on people. Well, I wouldn't call it a total lock. It's not like one of those infinite loop combos, but it's pretty obvious that I control the game and you aren't doing anything unless I let you do something, which is cool for me. But a lot of people hate me for it because, you know, yeah, it seems unfair and boring, and I get that. Which leaves room for another blog post later about sort of the unwritten rules of casual and my opinion on them. And I think that casual should have no rules, but people get mad, especially on Magic Online, which is where I play most of the time. And there is an ongoing debate about gentlemen's rules, which I think are bunk. And I will talk about that later. Eventually. Possibly. In the future. Later. but that's my inventor. I also have a deck I call Growth and Harvest, which sucks really, really bad. It's a combo deck, but there is no guarantee that I will get the cards in the combo. And it sort of breaks my philosophy of where a card in a combo isn't good unless it can actually do something on its own. And that's why that sucks. And I will work on that. Because the deck has an interesting idea. Basically, I create a lot of tokens, a lot of creature tokens, and I sort of sacrifice them for various purposes. Kind of like a Thylid deck, except instead of using Thylids, I really try to use cards like the original Braids Cable, where it won't be that bad for me to sacrifice something because I'm getting a bunch of tokens out. I get like 2 or 3 tokens a turn, so if I sacrifice a permanent, not that big of a deal, but if my opponent does, it's going to hurt him a little bit. Also kind of want to use a Grey Fact in this deck. I also want to use Savra, Queen of the Golgari, because I think she's cool, and she sort of works in this deck. But like I said, none of those is really a game-winning card on its own. Just sort of having them out. In some cases, Braves will actually cause me to lose a deck if I don't... Sorry, lose a game if I don't have anything else out to help her. You know, she'll make me lose. Savra, if you aren't sacrificing creatures or don't have cards that make you sacrifice creatures, she's sort of pointless too. So, but it's a cool idea, and I want to see if I can make it work. So I will. So that's basically me just sort of talking about Magic cards I have, different decks I'm working on. I just thought it was a cool idea because I haven't seen many videos on YouTube about that, and I just sort of thought that Magic the Gathering was cool, and I just wanted to see a video about it. So that's all I really have to say on that. See ya.